Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we will unlock the book, The Non-Designer's Design Book, Design and Typographic Principles for the Visual Novice by Robin Williams. When it comes to design, there are those who may think it is only concerned with professional designers, and that if one does not fall under that category, then there is no way one can create a good design. However, whether we are talking about writing an essay, making a resume, making a slideshow, printing personal business cards, or even updating a personal blog, the essentiality of design skills in our work and daily life has made it a vocationally required skill today. For instance, professional designers or presenters are aware that the more attractive the slides are, the more likely they are to be well received. Teachers are aware that the clearer the organization and the layout of the lecture content, the easier it is for students to learn the relevant knowledge. Just as a good product needs packaging, what is not well designed is often not appealing to the eyes. People are usually not interested in looking at messy, unattractive pieces of work. Therefore, learning basic design and typography is mastering an ability that is relevant in our lives today. Not everyone can dedicate the appropriate time to professionally learn graphic design and typography, and that is where this book, The Non-Designer's Design Book, comes in handy. It is put together to help us quickly develop that designing ability, as well as improve our aesthetic and design skills. This book tells us about the basic principles to follow when designing our work. It tells us how to use colors for design, and how to use fonts during design. The author of this book, Robin Williams, is a world-renowned graphic designer and a best-selling author, who has influenced an entire generation of digital designers through her publications and teachings. She has a large following in the Adobe and Mac communities. In addition to this book, she is also the author of dozens of other best-selling and award-winning books, some of which have been translated into more than a dozen languages, thereby having a worldwide impact. In this book, she condenses complex design principles into an easy-to-understand language, allowing us to quickly grasp the method of designing more professional and beautiful works. To aid comprehension, we will discuss the main content of this bookie in 3 parts. Part 1: What are the basic principles of design? Part 2: How to use colors. Part 3: How to use fonts. Part 1: What are the basic principles of design? We will start this segment by asking, what are the basic principles to follow when designing? When designing a page, such as a PowerPoint slide or a digital resume, a lot of people think or feel that something looks weird about their design, yet, they can't pinpoint where the problem is, say let's modify it. In this book, Williams highlights 4 basic principles that all the exquisite designs must follow. Once we master and apply these principles, one after the other, we will naturally solve any design problem or block we encounter during our design. Now, let's understand what these 4 basic principles are. The first basic principle is the principle of intimacy. This principle of design refers to the process of grouping related elements into units. For instance, the title and the subtitle, the title of the design and the author, or the question and the answer, among other related elements. As long as 2 or more elements are related to a certain degree, they should be visually close to each other, rather than being scattered or isolated in the design. Conversely, if the elements are not related in any way, they should not be put together. By applying this principle, we can present the information we want to convey in a more organized manner, thereby providing a clear structure for the reader. Imagine a business card that is designed in such a way that the company name is placed in the middle of the card. Contrastingly, the contact person's name, phone number, street number, and city information are then separately placed in all 4 corners of the card. When scanning over this business card, our eyes would need to stop at least 5 times to read all the information on it. The problem with this type of design is that there is no connection built among the elements of the business card. Anyone reading such business card will be confused as to where to start reading from. Consequently, because of its disorganized pattern, it will end up looking like some key information is still missing on the card.